How's it going, people? My name is Shadow and we are here again in Starfield. In the last episode we ended up just running off, doing some random things here and there. We even went and spoke to Commander Tawala to get our class 1 citizen bonus out, and so we can go and get our penthouse. We also went and picked up 2 Vanguard missions, obviously one for clearing out a Terramorph and the other just for clearing out some ships. And I did say in the last episode that I was going to go off in between episodes to go and get the stealth skill up, but when I came back to my ship, obviously, actually no, when I went down to the well to just sell a load of stuff, I completely forgot that I had so many weapons and spacesuits and stuff on the ship that I completely forgot and missed that I actually have this thing right here. So, I'm actually going to go take this thing right now, and we're going to go off and maybe, I don't know, kill a few aliens or go and find a couple of outposts just to, you know, level up my stealth. So let's take that and let us see on the map what we actually have to go down and, I don't know, wander around, see if there's anywhere to do. Obviously that place is where we left off last episode. Is there anywhere else? We've got a fuel depot, citizen outpost, anything on boss. We've got 2 places, a science outpost and a abandoned biochem laboratory. That is something that we are looking for, so let us head there.
Always good to keep the location of the ship in mind when suits are required.
Yes, that is a very smart thing to keep in mind. But here we are on the planet of Boss, and we are... where are we going? Where is the place? Over there. Right. Hopefully we got some enemies that we can kill using the silenced weapon and level up our stealth. I literally thought to myself as well, as like, do I really want to do this off camera or shall I just turn it into a video? And I decided, you know what, let's turn it into a video because we never know. It could take me longer than I think just to get 10 sneak attacks. So I had to turn it into a video, do a bit of a, you know, level up my stealth exploration video type thing. And I think that is the place there, yes. Alright. What enemies do we have about, if any? Hopefully this isn't gonna be a bust. But normally places like abandoned so-and-so or places like that, you know that there's gonna be some enemies around. But this literally does look abandoned. That is not what I want. Is there literally no one here? There is literally no one here. That is disappointing. Alright, let's actually take a look around, shall we? Can we not break in?
We are not alone. Quite cold here. Too bad one cannot layer spacesuits like sweaters.
Wait, what? Did you just do that?
I make this look easy.
Wow, are the bugs really...
Once again.
Wait, so you're telling me that we can blow that open? Okay, that is good to know. Is there literally nothing in here? Sandwiches are for the high clearance personnel only. Well, that's a bit tight, isn't it? Is there literally no one here? Undisclosed research laboratory. Okay. Let's actually see if there's anything or anyone down here. Oh, hello.
90% underground.
Buddy I know works at a star station. Found this place in the shipping logs.
Remind me what I'm looking for again.
We want some uncontaminated samples of whatever we can find in the lab. And don't touch the canisters. Hyperfreeze will kill us both.
Okay, we've got pirates. Lovely. But where are they? That is the question.
You got a death wish?
Really? Really? You catch a tiny little fucking glimpse on the corner of your eye. And he's like, oh, he's over there.
Waste of time. Damn it. Lost.
Where have they gone?
Andreja, shut up. Andreja, don't you fucking... Oh my god. One man fucking army, or one woman army, should I say. And she's Mario jumping again.
Waste of time.
All I want to do is just get some sneak attacks done. That is it. See, this is what I mean by the stealth system is broken. You're moving as slowly as possible and...
You're dead.
You know, Andreja, I'm sneaking, so technically you should be sneaking as well. And you're the one who actually has the stealth perk as well. Are you really shooting in my direction like you know I'm fucking here? And I bet you that didn't even get counted as a stealth kill, did it? No. I hate stealth in this game. It's so
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their
flipping
pockets.
broken. Come on, where are you?
Let's do this!
Hey, piss off. Okay, we can't destroy that one.
I'm out of here.
Whatever. Running loose.
You know, I've just realised somewhere that I know there's a load of pirates on the outside that we can bloody utilise, so...
We got better stuff to do.
Yeah, same here, mate. I've got better things to do than dealing with this bloody place. And that is going to Luna. And this is where the game turns around and says to me, oh, I can't go to that place because I need to find a book to tell me where it is. Where is it? Civilian outpost. No, I can't even go there. Are you serious? Oh my god. But for those of you who are wondering, it's the Apollo landing site. You go there and there's a outpost or some sort of NASA facility right there. And yeah, I can't even remember where it. I know they landed near the Sea of Tranquility, but I don't even know where on the moon it is. I never really paid attention to that type of stuff. I know it's around here somewhere, I swear it is. But I can't be asked. I'm gonna go see if I can find a outpost that's literally on the surface that I don't have to sneak inside a building for. I decided to have a better idea in mind. Instead of looking for... Shut up, Vasco. Instead of just going off and looking for bloody outposts and stuff like that, I am just going to search for aliens to kill. Are you really using that thing at that range? Wow. Wow, that takes the piss. Yeah, let's not deal with flying creatures, shall we? Ah, there we go. Ah, I remember you bloody things. You're on, Suvorov. Eight. Right, 2 more, and we have our perk. Lovely. One more. Don't know how that thing knew where I was. There, you don't know where I am. You fucking do. There we go. Beautiful. Right, let us go ahead and grab that. Lovely. That should now help us with the Eugen questline. So, yeah, Andreas, we may as well just clean everything up so we can get away from here. And whilst I was selling everything earlier, it popped up and told me that we can go and speak to, I forgot his name now, Kelton. So, his little questline is opened back up. So, let's get back to the ship and get back to, New Atlantis. I was losing names then.
The bright lights and reflections are almost enough to make you forget about those living down in the well.
Yeah, to be fairly honest, I think that it's a bit very, very fucking harsh that you got all of this around here. You got so much land that is not being touched, and you decide to throw people underground. But anyway, we're here back in New Atlantis, outside mast. Let's go and speak to Kelton.
I can't
Hello,
get
Kelton.
enough of all the trees around here.
Talk, come on.
Oh,
Thank you.
I was
Fucking hell.
hoping we might run into one another again. Your timing is most fortuitous. I'm on the verge of something, but I don't quite have all the information I need.
Well, I'm always eager to help.
You have no idea how much I appreciate that. Truly. Of course, now that I understand more about what's going on, it seems plain as day. And yet I never would have imagined it before. The tertiary trunks have also liquefied their interiors, but they're not vibrating. I thought perhaps it was some sort of defect, but it's much simpler. They're listening.
I have no idea what that means.
It means it is ready to reproduce. I believe this tree is sending vibrations out over massive distances and expecting to detect sympathetic vibrations in return. As of yet, there's been no response. I suspect that will not change, that a response is impossible, and that's very, very bad news.
Yeah, we got to do something and fast,
My
I
thoughts
guess.
precisely. Now, as of yet, there has been no response, and clearly none of the nearby individuals are a correct match. While it can't be ruled out that the intended recipient of these messages was cut down during the city's expansion, there is one other possibility. Over 100 years ago, the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective emerged from the Narian War. As a gesture of peace and goodwill, a near-literal olive branch, one of the trees from New Atlantis, was offered to the leaders of Aquila City.
That seems like a nice gesture.
Nice. Short-sighted and ill-advised, in my opinion. Of course, you can't just uproot a native species and plunk it down on some other planet in a totally different environment and expect it to grow. Clearly, no exobotanists were consulted ahead of time. The end result was wholly predictable. The tree died within a few short years.
So that's a dead end. Pardon the pun.
Clever, but no, not necessarily. The tree died, yes, but branches were kept. At least one still exists in the museum there in the city. If I had that branch, I could get DNA samples, and then using various data I've gathered, I could attempt to simulate a response. We could then broadcast that response and hopefully calm down our friend here. But as I say, I need that branch.
Right, so your idea is the tree wants to reproduce, so obviously you can get more of these bloody trees. And you just want to turn around and say, yeah, we're going to mimic a response to calm it down. I'm sorry, but that's just not how it works. But fine, I'll be back with it as soon as I can.
I knew you would understand. The museum in Aquila City is under the supervision of one Miss Kassler, I'm told. I don't know anything about her, but hopefully she'll be willing to listen to reason and assist our cause. All right, off you go. We don't have any time to waste.
Speak to Leah Kassler. Okay. Where are we going to again? Aquila.
You would think that deadly predators would have driven off settlers. Humans. We can be so stubborn.
Yeah, well, somehow they survive. My ship's not half mate, it's a piece of junk. I need to change it. But back to what you were saying, Andres, you're going on about the aliens in running people out or killing them and everything. Somehow these people
Never
right
ever
here
go
using
outside
their
the city
fucking
walls after
lawbringers
sundown.
can
Ashta are more
deal
aggressive
with
than
the Ashta. I mean, I absolutely hate using the lawbringer, but if they can do it to bring down some Ashta, which are fucking tanks, then by all means. Where is it we're actually going? Oh, right, the museum. Okay.
So you want to come here for a
Hi. Please feel free to have a look around. It's the reason I started this place.
Oh, okay. What is... I need to talk to you.
Welcome to the Co-Heritage Museum. I offer a brief tour, and I'm happy to discuss the city's history as well.
Well, I'd like to talk to you about a tree branch.
That is not something I expected to hear today. I assume you're somehow associated with the United Colonies? I've received some odd messages of late.
I'm helping Mast, yes.
Most in the collective aren't overly fond of Mast or the UC in general. I tend to share that sentiment. Lost a cousin in the colony war, you know. Well, I'm afraid you've wasted your time because I'm not authorized nor particularly inclined to release any of our pieces. That includes 100-year-old tree branches. Sorry, but it's staying in storage.
Why didn't it give me an option to say, yeah, I'm a 3-star ranger, so I'm helping out both parties?
Everything you see here is a piece of Aquila City's history.
Yeah, shut up. Well, it's either steal the tree branch, which is obviously in her safe, or I can convince her. So I'm gonna pop a save just to make sure that I can convince her.
Hi. Please feel free to have a look around. It's the reason I started this place.
Look, I really need that tree branch.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm afraid it's out of the question.
I can be very annoying if I need to be. If you don't give me the branch, I won't stop asking for it.
Go on. Keep asking. I still won't hand it over.
You know what? I can't be asked with this. Auto persuade.
Easy. We're just talking, right? I can't believe I'm doing this. Please return it in one piece.
I can't promise anything. Right, now let us head back to Kelton, I believe. Yes.
Is the city meant to inspire or intimidate? Perhaps it depends on your reason for being here.
Couldn't agree more with you, Andreja. Honestly, I couldn't agree more. I mean, that tower right there is pretty intimidating. Kelton!
I hope Aquila City has what we need. Have you paid a visit to Miss Castler in Aquila City?
She wants it back when you're done.
Yes, of course. I'll see that it is returned to her in one piece. Well, perhaps minus a few shavings. Now, I just need a moment to analyze this and synthesize an audio response to our friend here. All right, so we'll feed in a sample. Now the program will incorporate the genetic and chemical makeup of the sample, extrapolating the size and structure of the original tree. This was put together rather hastily, so complete accuracy is impossible.
You can actually hear the tree. That's nice. I like that detail.
There it is. Our best hope for a positive solution to this mess. So, we now have a simulated response to our tree. All that's left is to play it.
I don't have much of a singing voice, but I can try.
Oh, I'm quite certain you couldn't achieve the necessary register. Far too low for human vocal cords. I've been forced to listen to this SSNN kiosk chatter incessantly this entire time. I think it could be put to better use. We don't have time to go through the proper channels, but if you can find a terminal and get this uploaded into their system, it might do the trick.
Alright, I'll take care of it. Actually, no, let's use the medicine option. Exposure to the frequency in this simulation could be potentially harmful. Are you sure we should do this?
You're right. There's a chance that there could be some minor adverse side effects, but none would be life-threatening. We won't play the broadcast loud or long enough to cause any major or permanent damage to humans or other organic life. And aside from that, if we don't calm this tree down soon, well, I fear that the vibrations it's emitting will eventually reach such strength it could severely damage our internal organs.
Alright, I'll take care of it.
I have no doubt that you will.
Honestly, listen. That's awesome. I like that they actually put that detail in. I also noticed as well that that actually gets louder over time when you go back to Kelton. Where is it we're going to anyway? Upload the audio to an SSN terminal. There's a bloody... Can I not just... No? Okay, I don't know. Why are you telling me to go there? All I gotta do is literally just run around to that bloody building there. Right, do I have to actually go up into the building, or can I just do it from the lobby? The kid's still there looking for eggs.
You can't go in. You just can't.
But David...
There we go. Alright, access. Broadcast diagnostic, upload diagnostic file, beautiful, run diagnostic, running, and beautiful, return to Zitri. You know what, I'm going to speak to you whilst I'm here.
There is still a reliable source of news in the settled systems, though.
Welcome to SSNN, where the news never sleeps.
Slower than light.
If you're part of the David Barron fan club, try not to inflate his ego too much. He's liable to burst.
Yeah,
You are the best!
yeah, it's nice to meet you too.
Sorry. Long day. Longer night. How about a do-over? Let's take a look at you. You're not from around here. My guess is you really work for a living. I bet you have a story or two. I have a feeling about such things.
Well, actually, your intern asked me to do an interview for you.
Tommy? Tommy did something useful? So you must be the captain of the... Frontier? Rumor is there was a firefight at a mining installation. I'm interested only in primary sources. So things you've seen and or done that are newsworthy. No hearsay. So, what do you got for me?
Wow, I've actually got a few things to, Well, I was at the time of attack on New Atlantis.
Really? To say you have my undivided attention is an understatement. A lot of people were there. The accounts we've got were chaotic. What was your role in that?
I'm in the UC Vanguard and was investigating recent Terramorph activity.
The Vanguard was involved. That's good to know. The whole city is still on edge over the attack. We were fortunate, damn fortunate, that casualties were so low. What was it like in the thick of things?
I was just focused on protecting the civilians and staying alive. I didn't have time to think.
Pure instinct, huh? It sounds like New Atlantis, heck, the whole UC, owes you a great debt. Any closing comments? I already have a good story here.
Oh wait, I just remembered the fire team leader died, didn't he? Yeah. The Terramorph Management Division has been created to make sure it never happens again.
That's a mouthful. A thankful you guys are around mouthful. Hey, Constellation? From all of us that live here, thanks. We use the word hero a lot in news, but you really are one.
I never said I was from Constellation, what the hell?
You talk and get paid, I spread the news. It's a classic win-win.
Yeah, I have information about the Gal Bank robbery on Aquila. May as well do all of
You
these.
certainly get around. I'm surprised that branch has any customers left, the number of times it's been held up. But I thought the Rangers had finally managed to get a handle on it. I heard there was a standoff. That true?
Yeah, my first time there. Welcome to Aquila. Don't mind the robbery.
I hear the robbers are provided free of charge. All part of the service. What happened to the robbers? The Shaw gang?
I negotiated with the gang and talked them down.
You did what? I mean, you're well spoken, but a hostage negotiator? I'll do some research and make sure that checks out. These things are often messy. Any customers or Galbank staff get hurt?
Thankfully, there were no casualties. Not even any injuries I know of.
That's really good news. Usually, well, it's a different kind of story. You were there. You were involved in resolving it. Any comment on the Freestar Rangers? Having another high-profile robbery in their own backyard is a bit of a black eye.
Desperate people do desperate things. The Rangers kept it from turning into a massacre.
Huh. That's really good to know. Stories like this always fire up public outrage and appetite. Thanks for the interview. And take this.
Lovely. Get a nice little bit of XP and some money at the same time, so...
You have another story for me?
Yeah, the Crimson Fleet attack on Argos mining facility on Vectera.
Looks like some Crimson Fleet brainiac figured out it's easier to hit stationary targets than dogfighting in the field. And you are an eyewitness with the courtesy to find us instead of being chased down. Refreshing. So what were the pirates doing there? It's not their usual MO.
Oh, yes. I'm not quite sure I have heard this entire story.
Yeah, technically this is the first story you're actually supposed to tell her, so... Yeah, Constellation commissioned the dig. The Crimson Fleet wanted the proceeds. But actually they wanted the
between
ship,
the fabled Constellation and the Crimson Fleet has all the markings of what we in the SSNN call a story. So what's your role in all this? Part of a tour group?
Nah, I worked for Argos, now I'm with Constellation. And that is where she gets the Constellation thing from, right.
Wow, an actual member of Constellation graces my office. Do we bow? Maybe smoke a pipe? So we've covered the basics. How about any harrowing tales of daring do? How'd a bunch of miners triumph?
We had help. Barrett, a member of Constellation, and his robot, Vasco.
How heartwarming. Constellation banding together with some dusty miners? I like it. This is a good local story. Plucky miners band together and punch above their weight. If you ever get more stories like this, drop by. And take this to cover any incidentals, or other creative ways to pad out an expense report.
Yep, and I believe I have one more for
My
you.
source is back. Here to report anything else?
Yeah, I was there at the big battle between SysDev and the Crimson Fleet.
Of course you were. Why wouldn't you be? I swear you're either a trouble magnet or something. So, SysDev finally, and against all odds, really triumphed against the Crimson Fleet. In their own backyard, no less. How were you involved?
Yeah, I was working undercover for SysDev. I brought the fleet down from the inside. Single-handedly.
What do you do for an encore? So, the Vigilance went toe-to-toe with everything the Crimson Fleet could throw at them. And somehow, almost miraculously, they captured the key. The key itself. I've confirmed that with many sources. Anything to add?
Yeah, I was part of the team that actually captured the key.
Someone seriously owes you a beer. Hell, a keg. You have to feel good about how everything turned out. Commander Ikande is being hailed a hero. And SysDev's popularity is at an all-time high. Your thoughts?
Well, technically Commander Ikande didn't... Yeah, he does not deserve the accolades because it was me who did it fucking single-handedly. I mean, to be fairly honest, there are moments in the questline that you just doesn't make any sense on why you would have to go back to SysDev. Yeah, you need to report in and give them the lowdown on what's actually happening, but what does Commander Ikande do? He just sits there in the Vigilance and talks to people. He's not the one who's actually gone out and done the bloody thing, so yeah, Ikande didn't triumph alone. I was instrumental in the victory at the key.
I will make sure the story emphasizes that. People need to know that.
Damn right they do.
And that's all I need. You really do lead an extraordinary life. And as a, well, possibly embarrassing personal note, thank God for you.
Right, and that is the last story I need to tell her. That went on for a bit too long. Let us head
Welcome
back
to
to
SSNN.
Kelton and let them know that the broadcast thing has been uploaded. Completely forgot what we were doing then. Oh, that's nice. That just ruined it. Ah, Kelton.
We've done it! I'm already seeing reductions in the strength of the vibrations. The tree is calming down. I can hardly believe that worked.
What happens now?
I don't know. We've been in uncharted territory this whole time. That doesn't stop now. With the immediate crisis hopefully over, I can slow down and review everything we've learned. And certainly, I'll be keeping a much closer eye on our friend going forward. And you have saved this tree and advanced our scientific knowledge of our environment. Noble work across the board. You have my gratitude and that of every citizen in New Atlantis, though they don't know it.
Beautiful. And I love how the quest ends and the sound just stops. And it stops leaking as well. Oh wow. But anyway, people, I'm going to leave it there. This is probably going to end up bebeing a short one. I just wanted to get the stealth thing over and done with. and I just wanted to do a bit of filler for the rest of the episode. So we've done the tree mission, shall we call it, for Kelton, and obviously since we were going towards SSNN anyway, decided to finally go and talk to the reporter to hand in all of the sightseeing wonderful things that we have done into her. So now, whenever we go past the SSNN bloody broadcastings, we will eventually start hearing about all the things that we have done. So obviously Crimson Fleet and the Cis Dev, a Killer City, which was just getting announced as I was talking to Kelton, so it's nice to know. It's like Fallout 4's radio. Some of the things you end up doing, if you listen to Diamond City Radio, he eventually ends up speaking about some random things that you end up doing without actually mentioning the player. So it's a nice, honestly, these nice little tiny details that Bethesda puts into their games are absolutely brilliant, like the noise with the tree. Anyway people, like I said, gonna leave it there for today. Thank you for joining me. My name has been Shadow, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day, rest of your evening, wherever you are in the world, and I shall catch you in the next one. Bye bye.